Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Beyond the Mat with me, J. Cole Yoga. Yoga. Today, talking about aliens. It's Alien Week here on Beyond the Mat. So, we've already gone over the UFO that I saw. We've talked about the first contact that I've made with Arcturians. And now let's talk about something a little bit different. I want to talk about multiple personality disorder. And the idea that these personalities could actually be alien influences from afar, beaming down into people's minds, making them believe that they are other people, that they have other people inside them, possibly the power that these outside forces could have in influencing, or not even influencing, just taking control of someone's mind to the point where they could take you and lock you away in this little box where you just get to watch and let them take control over everything and just kind of go about their day and do weird and wacky things and for whatever agendas that they have. And I just feel like this could be a thing, definitely. And it kind of reminds me of this story when I was little. The first time I had ever heard about a multiple personality disorder. We were watching this, I was probably 3 years old, mind you, okay? So I'm like 3 years old. And this is back in the day when like the television used to have to get up off the couch and turn the channel manually, ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. And we had like these big rabbit ears coming out and we would only get 3 channels. Every other channel was just snow. And I always wondered why there was a dial when there was only ever 3 channels. This is like before cable TV, I guess. And so we had the 3 channels and probably even black and white TV at this time, probably black and white. I'm watching this movie with my dad and there's a man standing up on a roof, I remember, and he had on what looked like a bucket on his head upside down. I think there was eye holes cut in it and a mouth hole cut in a bucket. You know, like when you were kids, we used to take the KFC buckets and put them on our head and make like helmets and things like that. So same kind of idea, but on a man with a real bucket, like maybe a mop bucket or something. And he was standing up on the roof and there was police all down at the bottom shining lights up onto this guy and he was yelling. And I said, "Daddy, what's wrong with that man?" And my dad said, "Oh, he's a very sick man." And I said, "What's wrong?" And he said, "Oh, well, that man's a schizophrenic." And I said, "Oh, what's a schizophrenic?" And my dad said, "Oh, that's a person who has more than one person inside of them, inside their body. There's 2 people inside that man's mind." And I looked up at my dad and I said, "Dad, someday I want to have multiple people inside me." And my dad just looked at me like, "Okay, not touching that one. Let's change the channel here." And so that was my first time learning about multiple personalities and that I thought that I definitely wanted one. And now looking back and knowing people who have multiple personality disorders, and it's definitely not something funny to laugh about, and it's not something to joke about or want on yourself. And getting back to the alien thing though, I feel that little cues like that are little things that kind of have recently alerted me, you know, in my memory, like, "Hey, remember that?" And you're like, "Oh yeah, that kind of ties in with this alien stuff going on right now." So I guess that's why I'm talking about it. What do you think? Can aliens actually shoot their consciousness through the cosmos down into your tiny little brain and make you do things? Oh, I picked up this thing. I put it down. Oh, I picked up this thing. And I put it down and I threw it over here. Like, did I decide to do that? Or is there an alien in me right now making me do these videos? You decide. Subscribe. Peace, love, and light. Namaste and all that other good noise. And we out of here.